Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're playing Altered Beast, the arcade version. Finally! I'm going to go ahead and let the animation play here of the eyes of the beast. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get things started.
Rise from your grave.
So one thing about the arcade version of Altered Beast is that when you destroy the enemies, they scale towards the screen, which is something that the Genesis version did not do.
Power up.
They probably could have replicated it, but chose not to. I think they just wanted to have smaller sprites on the screen, so they decided to use weird body chunks. So I'm playing this on emulation, and it's a bit iffy. Sometimes it's out of sync as far as the audio is concerned. So this is about the 500th time that I've tried to play this, because when I originally played it, the audio went out of sync, and it seemed to be caused by the emulator at first, and then when I reset everything, then it seemed to be caused by the editing software. By the way, Neff is putting out his arms to shoot out his lightning, which he's supposed to do. Again, why didn't they include that in the Genesis version? Anyway, so everything was out of sync, and I did not like it. Plus, the difficulty setting of the game was cranked up, so everything was ridiculously difficult, and I was losing all over the place. Not like I am right now. I'm doing great now. Come on, get the wolf, jump, jump. Okay, I'm gonna be the Altered Beast a little bit longer, assuming that I can become the Altered Beast, that is. And another thing about recording is that I tried playing this just before this recording, and guess what? I forgot to press record on the video, so I went through the whole game, commented it on everything, and then nothing happened because I didn't record anything. So here I am again. I like Altered Beast just fine, but getting pretty sick of it at this point. Okay, notice how the sound or the music does not cut out when you become an Altered Beast. It does cut out in the Genesis version, making the transformation more dramatic. And I'm guessing that they put that in entirely to make it more dramatic. Altered Beast is a very simplistic game. There's only 5 levels, and they repeat the enemies quite a bit. There's only a few stage-specific enemies. And that's probably one of the big reasons why it became a packing game for the Sega Genesis. That and the fact that it was 2 players. I can't remember if the Sega Genesis came with 2 controllers or not. If it did, I'll put it on the screen now. Okay, now we know. It did, or did not, include 2 controllers. But it did include a game, that's for sure. A lot of modern systems don't do that.
Welcome to your doom.
Or at least if you have a game included, you're pretty much paying full price for it. You're not getting a discount or anything. So there we go, we get some scaling on the boss, which doesn't happen in the Genesis version. Of course, Genesis does what the Nintendo don't, but it didn't scale things. Super Nintendo had scaling, at least with the background layer, with Mode 7. Pretty sure the 32X and the Sega CD had scaling and rotation. I actually had the 32X myself, which was pretty sad. I got it mainly for Doom. I did have the I did have Doom on the computer, but then the hard drive died, and before it died I was trying to make levels with the Doom level editor, and I was getting pretty good at it. And then I lost all my progress. And that is what soured me to PC games for the remainder of my life. I refuse to play games on PC now because of that. And I have tried playing other PC games after that, and there was always something off. You needed some sort of graphics chip or add-on or something to make it work properly. So I'm never probably ever going to be a PC gamer. People have tried me to get me into PC gaming, and I just refuse now.
Power up.
I just think consoles are so much better because you just pop it in and it works. And if there's something wrong with the game, most of the time they patch it out and fix it. Except for RPG Maker MV on the Nintendo Switch, which sucks. But that's another story. Where are my wolves at? There you are. Wolfie. Okay, and by the way, the visual real estate of the Altered Beast takes up a lot of the screen during the transformation, at least 2/3 of the screen. And in the Genesis version, it's lower on the screen. And I'm not sure why that happens. Maybe it has something to do with the sprite restrictions? Not sure. Plus the dragon, when he shoots out lightning, punches. Genesis version did not do that. Why? Who knows? How hard would it have been to make the dragon punch when it shoots out lightning? Probably not hard at all. Although I still think it's probably the best home port. I think.
Welcome to your doom.
Make short work of this, boss, as I die. By the way, loyal viewers, I'm going to be playing another Altered Beast game after this. Surprise! Yes, it's not a port of the arcade version, it's a completely different game with the Altered Beast title, but not a very good game. So I'm not going to finish it, I'm just going to show it off and say that it exists. Maybe some of you might know what game I'm referring to. If not, stay tuned to my channel and you will find out.
Power up.
Mainly the problem with it is that it's long and boring.
Never give up.
And I missed my power up. Why am I kicking like that? I wasn't even pressing the kick button and he was kicking.
Power up.
Thank you. Now, if I can get my power up immediately after Neff, then I will be the bear for much longer than normal, which is nice. Now, I do know that there's other Altered Beast games out there. I think there's one for PS2. And there was one where it was like 3D beat 'em up or something. But none of those games apparently were very good. I haven't played any of them, but I've heard stories that they were just not up to par. And I think that they could make a good Altered Beast game. A modern one where you get more transformations and it's a little bit longer. And with 3D graphics and stuff like that. That would be interesting. But you'd have to get a good developing team on it. I think the key to Altered Beast's success is its simplicity and imagination. Get out of the corner. Thank you.
Welcome to your doom.
I'm just thinking that it would be fun if I were to have a second player in a lot of these games. In fact, there's one Let's Play that would have required to have a second player that I wanted to do, but I was never able to arrange it. The game I'm referring to is, what was it, World of Illusion for Sega Genesis. It has different endings if you play as Mickey Mouse, and then a different ending when you play as Donald Duck, and then another different ending if you have both players playing at the same time. And I was never able to show off that ending. I always wanted to, because the entire game is slightly different as well. Where's the wolf gonna be? Up or down? Down. So here we have one stage-specific enemy, the flying guy, and all the others are just repeats. It's very odd. Speaking of odd, why are there so many enemies on the screen all of a sudden? Alright. I am now the tiger. So far I'm liking how this Let's Play / Let's Compare is going. Assuming when I edit this all together that the audio doesn't go out of sync again, it will be a really good video. I'm hoping.
Welcome to your doom.
Quick work of this boss here as I die.
Never give up.
So I do have the arcade version of Altered Beast on one of my Sega Genesis collections. I think it's a Sonic Mega Collection or something to that effect. But that one is 720p, not 1080p, and it also has borders on the sides of the screen that you can't remove for some reason. And when I play these games, these retro games, I don't like to have borders at all, nor do I want to stretch the screen. In my opinion, those two things are no-nos as far as retro gaming is concerned. I also don't really like scan lines. If I wanted to see scan lines, I would have kept my CRT TV. I like a nice, clean, sharp image.
Power up. Power up.
I guess there has to be a market for scanlines, because otherwise why would they include it in so many different retro gaming recreations and compilations and stuff like that? Maybe my viewers can tell me in the comments, do you like scanlines in your game? There's gotta be people out there that do. I mean, I like having it as an option, I guess, even if I never use it.
Never give up.
Where's my wolf? There you are. Okay, now I am the Gold Wolf, who actually does look gold now. Funny thing about the altered beast form compared to your human form is it's so overpowered. You just breeze through everything. And I guess that's the appeal of being an altered beast. So, the boss here will fall for the pattern, which makes him easier if you can time it correctly, which is just jumping and flaming his head. Key is timing. You have to time it exactly at the right height. You also have to keep moving and try to keep your distance to force him into that charge move. That being said, he still does take quite a lot of damage. Finally, okay, there we go. He's been defeated. We now get to watch the credits, which are slightly different than the Genesis version. So I'll go ahead and put my initials in here. I am bad at this game, and just let the credits roll. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.